I sit before you as the lone person, the last one left, maybe the only one that ever was, the only person that will sit here and tell you and look you dead in the eyes and say, Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero is a cool game.
You will fail.
We were starting to dip into Mortal Kombat products that went directly to the home. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, that was huge.
Even, I think, when we were starting MK4, we understood that the coin-op as an industry was sort of starting to wane a little bit. Ed and a portion of the team was focused on MK4, and then, of course, myself and a portion of the team, largely a new team, were focused on mythologies. Hey, let's do it one more time. And John, don't hug the ladder so close. Let yourself out a little bit.
They are earth, wind, water, and fire. With your mastery of the element of cold, you have an advantage that no other human has, and that is the ability to defeat the elements. I have foreseen this.
We're sort of hedging our bets. It's like we can do home games and arcade games. We can live in both spaces and maybe use it to our advantage.
The concept of adapting a character from a fighting game into a full-on game. It's a good idea. You know, like, you've got all these characters with backstories and everything. Why not investigate it?
You're going to the Nether Realm, and you're going to bring back the amulet. We must act quickly. I have no dominion in the Nether Realm. You are reality's only hope.
I'll do it, Thunder God.
It was fun mixing 2D and 3D more than other MKs did. It was 3D environments, but 2D characters, so it was kind of a cool bridge between the old school games and getting into 3D.
The thing that Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero does is that it doesn't sacrifice being a Mortal Kombat game. Now, that's either a good thing or a bad thing from depending on where you're sitting, but MK Mythologies, you use the same button layout that you use in the fighting games. It means that a lot of the combos and concepts that you know from Mortal Kombat still work in this game. You get to it a little differently because you have to unlock some of those moves, and you know, like you have a meter to how many ice balls you can throw, and some of these other things that make it, you know, an action game instead of just a pure fighting game. But they added a button that just makes it so you can turn around. And that simple thing is what lets them take everything that worked in Mortal Kombat and apply it to a game where enemies might be attacking you from both sides. It's a simple but very effective concept that I think makes that whole game work. They stayed true to Mortal Kombat for better or worse.
The arcades were, at the time, were still, for our games, were still EPROMs, which was a dramatically smaller footprint of memory. The home games, obviously with you know, the data being on a disc, opened up a lot of doors. So suddenly you could do full motion video in Mythologies.
Grandmaster, in honor of the Lin Kuei, I bring you this sacred map of elements.
Once again, our most cunning assassin and thief is successful.
The amazing FMV cutscenes, Rich DeVizio's Quan Chi is incredible.
I see the ninja has been successful in retrieving my map, as I have foreseen.
Let's get something straight. I am not a ninja. I am Lin Kuei. Scorpion was a ninja.
Ah, yes. your Japanese counterpart. How unfortunate that you happened upon him in your battle with those pesky Shaolin monks.
Scorpion was tipped off. He knew I was breaking into that temple, and if he wasn't there, there wouldn't have been a battle.
We shot the whole thing on a green screen, and that's normal now, but it wasn't back then. And you can tell, of course, looking at the stuff now, it's like, whoa. But at the time, it was like groundbreaking.
Don't bother worrying about escape.
Who are you?
I am a dead man.
I was Scorpion for MK Mythologies. The way John wrote the sequences, I kind of made Scorpion a little bit more unhinged. He was like, and I had the whited out eyes too, and so I could just act all crazy and be just look a little bit tweaked out. Kind of like,
More like you?
I am. I did get some compliments for that, Carrie, just so you know.
From who?
Somebody I know that you don't know.
Your mom?
Shut up.
Words will not save you. Lin Kuei, warrior.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and defend every part of the game. I think it's in the very first level where you run and you teeter on this edge of this thing and then have this weird jump down and loop your way around so you don't fall to your death and kind of loop your way in to catch a ledge. Like, there's just design stuff in there that I can't defend all of it. But just the very concept that they managed to take a fighting game and apply it to this larger action platformer concept without giving up what made that a fighting game in the first place, I think is what makes that game worth a look. Now, you could argue, again, that, you know, by the time we get to something like Shaolin Monks, they found ways to make those games actually feel good and all of that. But you had to have MK Mythologies Sub-Zero first, and probably Special Forces, I guess, before you get to a point where you're actually figuring out how to make these games good. Gave that game like a 7.5, man. It's not an amazing game, but it's all right.